Picture this, the 1930s, a time of grandeur and innovation. The Hindenburg, a colossal airship, dominates the skies. This German Titan was more than just a mode of transport. It was an awe-inspiring testament to the technological prowess of the era. With its vast size, capable of accommodating numerous passengers and crew and cutting-edge technology, the Hindenburg was a marvel to behold. The airship, operated by the Zeppelin company, had successfully completed 10 trips to the United States in 1936 and was on its second year of commercial service. Many aboard were set to attend the coronation of King George VI and Queen Elizabeth in London, a testament to the Hindenburg's international significance. On May 6, 1937, a day that would go down in history as the end of the airship era. The Hindenburg, a German commercial airship, was on its 11th transatlantic voyage, heading towards the Naval Air Station Lakehurst in New Jersey. As the Hindenburg approached its destination, the crew was faced with a formidable adversary: the weather. The airship had been delayed due to strong headwinds and challenging weather conditions. The sky was a battleground, with the Hindenburg battling against the forces of nature. The crew, seasoned and experienced, decided to adjust their course, hoping to wait out the storm. The high landing maneuver was a spectacle to behold. The Hindenburg, a behemoth of the skies, gracefully descended, dropping its ropes and mooring cable from an altitude that seemed to touch the clouds. It was a ballet of technology and nature, a dance that was both mesmerizing and terrifying. But the dance was not over. The landing was further delayed, the airship suspended in the sky, a marionette on invisible strings. In the midst of this spectacle, the crew and passengers aboard the Hindenburg were unaware of the tragedy that was about to unfold. They were preparing for a grand event, the coronation of King George VI and Queen Elizabeth in London. As the Hindenburg descended, an unexpected catastrophe was looming. In a matter of seconds, the marvel of the skies transformed into a horrific spectacle. The Hindenburg, a titan of German engineering, was suddenly ensnared by a fire that seemed to appear from nowhere. As the inferno took hold, the airship became a blazing beacon in the evening sky, its silhouette distorted by the monstrous flames. An atmosphere of disbelief and panic swiftly descended upon the onlookers on the ground. The airship, once a symbol of human achievement and progress, was now a horrifying spectacle of destruction. The fire spread with a ferocity that was as breathtaking as it was terrifying. The mighty Hindenburg was being devoured before the very eyes of the world. The ground crew, who had been waiting to secure the airship for its landing, were suddenly thrust into a desperate race against time. The ropes and mooring cable that had been dropped from the airship now served as fiery tendrils, marking the path of the unfolding disaster. The men, their faces illuminated by the inferno, worked frantically to rescue those trapped in the burning behemoth. Amid the chaos, the heroic efforts of the ground crew and the local emergency services began to bear fruit. Passengers and crew members, some severely burned and others in shock, were pulled from the wreckage. Each rescue was a triumph against the odds, a small victory in the face of overwhelming disaster. Yet for some, the fire was too fast, the heat too intense. 35 lives were lost in the disaster. Passengers and crew members who had been looking forward to the coronation of King George VI and Queen Elizabeth in London, their plans abruptly and tragically extinguished. In the aftermath, the once majestic airship was reduced to a charred and twisted skeleton. The glow from the dying embers cast long shadows as night fell, an eerie reminder of the day's catastrophic events. The Hindenburg, once a symbol of progress, now lay in ruins, marking the end of an era. The Hindenburg disaster didn't just end the era of airships, it shattered public confidence in them. The tragedy claimed the lives of 35 souls, a loss that echoed around the globe. The public, once mesmerized by these floating behemoths, became wary, their trust replaced by the chilling memory of a fiery demise. The cause of the fire remains a subject of debate, a puzzle that has baffled experts for nearly a century. Some point to a spark of static electricity igniting the highly flammable hydrogen gas, while others argue it was an act of sabotage. But amidst the debate and the tragedy, there are unheard tales that add another layer to the historical canvas. Stories of miraculous escapes and acts of heroism, of crew members who defied the odds to save passengers, and of a radio operator who stayed at his post to send out distress signals even as flames engulfed the airship. The Hindenburg disaster serves as a stark reminder of the risks and challenges that come with technological advancement.